Hi you guys, welcome back. I've got my tripod with my lights here because we are doing a little evening unboxing. It's a little bit of a plant haul, but not much. Again, it's like 3 plants. And yeah, today Dino and my mom and we all went to Lost in the Forest Co. after we had a little brunch, and it was a really good time. We caught up with the owners, Forrest and Adrian, and we literally sat and talked with them for like literally over an hour. It was just really great to catch up with them. So while I was there, they were technically doing a second chance plant sale, which you guys know I really love doing. I love purchasing plants that I feel like could maybe come back, but I actually didn't end up getting any second chance plants this time. I don't know why. I think nothing like jumped out at me to where I was like, oh, that would be a good opportunity. To be fair, we went at like 2 p.m. and I think their store opens at 11 a.m. and they were saying they had like a line outside. So I think we maybe like missed the boat on timing of some of the more like crazy second chance plants that you can get, but that's okay, because honestly I went there to get more stackable coco coir poles for some of my plants, and so buying plants was actually just kind of a side quest. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first up of the 3 plants, we have this cutie. I really hope my light does this justice. But this is the Hoya Croniana Super Silver. In a previous video, I mentioned how I actually had this plant and it was one of my first Hoyas, one of my favorite Hoyas. I had it growing, trailing so long. It was, if you watch old videos, it was in the landscape grow frame that we have above our bed in the master bedroom. That one, I don't know when it was. It was kind of a while ago, but it didn't survive a drought period that I had. And then any water I gave it, anything, it only just declined and dried up and shriveled up. I think it got dry rot, literally. And then it just totally died. So I was waiting for the right time to replace it and get a new one because it is one of my favorite Hoyas. And I finally pulled the trigger. This was 25 bucks. A 4-inch pot, and yeah, it's one of my favorite Hoyas because if you're into silvery Hoya plants, it's a very affordable one to get. And it's the Hoya Croniana Super Silver. There are so many other silver Hoyas that look really similar to it, so I'd say you could even say it's a little bit of a dupe. But yeah, I've been waiting to replace it, so I finally, something about it this trip, I was like, I think I want to get it. I think I want to get it. So cute little 4-inch pot. I cannot wait actually to find a pot and get this situated. These next 2 Hoyas are brand new Hoyas that I have never owned. Never, ever, ever. Going with the silver Hoya trend. This is Hoya Lacinosa Silver Mint Coin. So you can see, again, it's kind of like the Croniana, but I don't know, it has its differences. A little bit wider around her leaves. Here's the difference. You guys see those 2 leaves right there? So this one has a little more texture on the leaves. This one is more of like a flat minty silver. But Dino saw this one actually and was like, oh my God, you gotta get it. This one was $50. I don't love usually spending like more than 25 bucks on Hoyas that are like 2 leaves. It's really hard for me just because I like having more of like a plant, but also if I were to get into more so of the collecting, that's kind of what you're gonna find. So I mean, honestly, for 50 bucks, this is actually a bigger pot than I thought I would have gotten. But yeah, she's cute, she's silvery, and I'm super excited. I feel like I need to do something, maybe like a really cute setup for all my silver Hoyas. I don't know. I love silver Hoyas, but they're not actually my like favorite for Hoyas. Like I love Hoyas that are veiny and fuzzy, furry. And I really love Hoyas that sunstress to various colors. So yeah, but who doesn't like silvery Hoyas? So like I said, this one is the Hoya Lacinosa Silver Mint Coin. It was $50. Okay, this last one I've been wanting for a while actually, and again, I just never pulled the trigger, and I don't know why. It could be because I've only seen like really expensive specimens that are small, but I've been wanting it for a while because I've seen it fully grown out and in a full pot, and I love it. So I was really excited. This was the only one left, and it is this cutie. This is Hoya enduensis. It was $25. So here's a couple things about this one. It was the only one left, okay? But you know, there's a little bit of stressed leaves, some yellowing, and some nubbins there. And then this growth point has died off at one point. But then we have a growth point there. And also I've looked, and where it's so hard because it's like dark right now with my little lights, but I don't know if you can tell, but there's a new nubbin growing in right there. So I would have maybe tried to find one that was a little healthier, but there are signs of new growth. I see a growth point there with some leaves. Yeah, I see a few growth points coming in. They're so small, I don't even think my camera would pick it up in the dark, but I just love like the wavy leaf shape, like the edges of the wavy leaves. And there's quite a bit of various stems and growth points. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is the Hoya enduensis. It is hard to pronounce, and honestly, why don't I just take that off? It's distracting. Yeah, so she's cute. I have been wanting one for a long time. I definitely encourage you to look up what full bushy pots of this look like. But this one and this one are brand new to me in the last 4, almost 5 years of collecting. I've never had these. So I have a lot of Hoyas. Like, I definitely don't have like only a few Hoyas. I have a lot of Hoyas, but I don't have a lot of collector Hoyas. So I think as I'm, you know, getting back in the swing of things, figuring out routines, what I like to do, I feel like that might be my next avenue of plant collecting, which I feel like you guys probably have been able to tell in my previous videos. I've had some of the like large statement plants, like those epipremnums, the elbow and the marble that are on big moss bowls and stuff. I feel like I've been gravitating towards some of those big specimen plants, and then also Hoyas. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at some of my plants, like some of my philodendrons, and I'm like, you're not really doing it for me right now, which is crazy because I love variegated philodendrons. But I think I've just gotten to that point where I've had some of these plants for a while in my collection, and like they served their purpose. Like at one point I was so excited to see them, dying to get them, and then now I've had them for a while and I'm like, okay, like I definitely appreciated it, but like, is it enough now that I want to take care of it? Which is crazy. There were some insane plants there, you guys. I was doing good. I didn't want to spend a crap ton of money, but just to give you an idea of some plants that Forrest has gotten in, I was really tempted to get a little philodendron polypoidioides. It was a cute little 2-inch pot, and I think it was like $75. I've been finding that those have been still a little up there in price range, but they've come down a little bit. So that was tempting. The craziest plant that I saw there that I would consider a wish list plant of mine, but I don't think I'll ever own it unless the price comes down, was a Florida Beauty mixed with either a tortum or a mayoi. I think it was a tortum. I could be wrong. I could honestly check the website, but I saw that plant in person and it is one of the most beautiful plants, you guys. Like, my jaw dropped. I was looking at it and I was like, holy crap. I don't know. They have multiple like IKEA greenhouse cabinets, but they have a couple where they have more of their expensive and rarer aeroids, and some of those in there, I was like, okay, yeah, these would be considered wish list plants of mine. They had like a variegated Alocasia bambino. They had, oh God, what was it? Like a marble synapsis, like Trubii or something like that. A couple, they had like Bromark's Flames. They had a bunch of things in there, and I was like, I haven't had like a huge wish list for a long time for plants where I'm like, oh my God, I love that, I need it. I haven't had that feeling in a while, but you guys, when I saw the Florida Beauty crossed with the Tortum, it was breathtaking. There were a couple other Hoya varieties that I was looking into. I know they had Finlay Sonii. They had a few more collector Hoya varieties, and kind of same thing though. They were more so in like 2-inch pots, and then they'd be kind of like this, like, but smaller, like 1 strand, and more on the like $50 and above price range. And I was like, you know, I could get it, and like I like them, but I kind of wanted to just like limit myself, and I have to always remember that I have my whole life to be able to collect these things, and it's not fun if you just buy them all at once and then you're done, you know? So I was like, you know what, I'll wait. There's more things I want. And I was talking to the owner, Forrest, like I said, and she was saying that they're gonna get a really cool plant shipment in like in a day, and they'll be available like next week. So, you know, what fun would it be if I just bought all my plants this week? I'm filming this the weekend before Black Friday, so that's the other thing too. If they do a Black Friday sale next week, then I want to be able to spend money. You know, I don't want to have spent all my money the week before when things are not on sale. So yeah, I don't know. So that was kind of my reasoning, and there are so many nice plants, you guys. Highly recommend checking out their website. They do ship. They're very well knowledged and educated on how to ship plants, even though we're in Minnesota. Very competent shop. So just a refresher, this was $25 for the Hoya Enduensis, and then we had $50, this is the most expensive, for the Hoya Lacunosa Silver Mint Coin. Oh my God, I don't have big hands. And then $25 for the Hoya Croniana Super Silver. So pretty good. What is that? 50, 25, 25. So $100 total for 3 Hoyas, which again, kind of sounds like a lot for 3 little Hoyas, but at the same time, there's times when like I'd spend $100 on like 1 little Hoya. So not too bad. I'm pretty happy and satisfied. And yeah, and I also got 2 cocoquarples. So my Philodendron Milano Chrysum is actually recovered so well from when it lost a ton of leaves. It is putting out leaves back to back to back nonstop. So I've been trying to keep up with the cocoquarpole, stacking them. So I will give you guys an update on that in my next plant updates video, which I'll probably do here in the next week. So you guys will see that. That'll be fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a nice little chit chat, and I really had fun. It was nice to go plant shopping. I don't go as often as I used to. I used to go plant shopping every single week. Now it's a little bit more of a treat when I go. So I do that on purpose. But yeah, it was nice. 3 Hoyas, couple cocoquarples, and I did not really break the bank. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button, because we're just hanging out doing planty stuff. And yeah, you guys, comment below if you have any questions, and if you have any wishlist Hoyas. I definitely think I want to like create an actual list that I can limit myself and do some plant shopping based around it versus just like splurging on whatever I see. But yeah, I'd love to hear like any Hoya recommendations or any of your favorites, because I have a lot and there's so many Hoyas out there. Like, there's no way I'd ever collect them all. But yeah, so I will just see you guys in the next video. Bye.